What's up, YouTube famo? How you guys doing? So, I was watching and listening to some people on YouTube and stuff, because that's usually what I do. I turn on YouTube and I drive home and I just listen. And I heard this idiot, and this guy always got something to say about politics, right? That's fine. You got something to say about politics, go ahead and say it. But then this dummy mentions that he never votes. What the hell's wrong with you, man? Look, man, if you ain't gonna vote, shut up. Because we can sit here and talk about it back and forth all we want, but the most effective way to make your voice heard in the world of politics is voting. And so let me tell you why. Because first, let me give you a little bit of background about me. The first time I voted was for Jerry Chico for mayor of Chicago. And he lost to Rahm Emanuel. I was not happy about that because I could see how the media was playing the people. I didn't like it. I kept reading in the paper, oh, Rahm Emanuel, he's such an underdog. And you know, us Chicagoans, we really stick up for an underdog. Like, what the hell are you talking about? This guy's not even a Chicago resident. They pulled out some apartment where he had a couple bags of luggage and said that's his official resident. And he has the backing of Barack Obama, who opens his mouth, comes to Chicago, and tells us about how we need to vote for Rahm Emanuel, the president of the United States. It's like, how the hell is this guy an underdog? In no way, shape, or form is he an underdog. I mean, like, it drove me nuts. And someone told me, no, we need to go vote for Jerry Chico. And I did. And I was quite astonished, because what I didn't realize, there's a lot more on the ballot than just the mayor. I was like, I don't even know who these people are. I was voting some Democrat, some Republican. I voted for Jerry Chico. Then after that, I was just kind of mixing it up. I'm like, his name sounds cool. I'll vote for him. You know, I was just choosing names at random based off of whether or not I thought their name sounded cool. Because I'm like, I came to vote for Jerry Chico. You know, who are the hell are the rest of these people? And then I really didn't care much about voting until 2000, in the midterms, 2018. But the problem was that right before the midterms, I got arrested and I had to leave the state that I was registered in. And I couldn't vote. I tried and I could not absentee vote. And then I wanted to vote in 2020, but I got convicted and sent to prison. And I couldn't vote in 2020. I couldn't vote in 2022. But I was released in 2023. All right, that means in my state, Illinois, 2024, felons can vote. Felons can vote in Illinois. Now, I'm not going to tell you specifically who I voted for, but everyone knows. I mean, come on. Well, who do you think I voted for? Really? I mean, I think we all know. But I don't say it because I don't want people on the other side of the aisle to get all uppity. I don't want to get people riled up and get canceled and all that stuff. I just want to make my little non-political content, working on my house, showing people that they can succeed in life. But I do care about politics, and I do care about voting, and I make a point of voting. So I voted in 2020. I voted again. In 2020, I went in educated. I knew what I was voting for. I knew what to do. And I couldn't believe that the people of my state literally voted for higher taxes. Why? You know why? Because, I don't know. But I mean, you just vote for higher taxes? Doesn't Illinois tax us enough? I don't know, man. That's bonkers to me. But either way, we voted and we got our higher taxes. Hooray. And we voted as expected. The state voted for Kamala Harris. It's Illinois, a liberal state. So that was going to happen. But I voted for a bunch of other small things. It's important, guys, because, your vote holds. Look, whether I voted for Trump or Harris didn't matter. The state was going to vote for Harris. Period. That's just how it was. But they had a lot of smaller things, local elections, the people who affect your life far more. I'm worried about the county. I'm worried about who's on the city council. It matters who I vote for, and my vote holds a lot more weight with that. And I very easily could be the deciding vote with these small local elections. So I did my voting. Now let's say you looked at both Trump and Harris and you were like, F them both. I hate them both. Okay. But you still have to vote. You know why? Because then you just do what they say, throw your vote away, throw it away on a third party. It's not a throwaway, because what you're actually doing is bumping up their numbers, and the more numbers they get bumped up. If everyone who hated the Republican and the Democrat Party voted for a third party, they would be very competitive. And then the funding comes in. They get more money. They can be more competitive. They might actually have a chance of winning. They don't have a chance of winning in 2024. But I'll tell you right now, if every single person who never voted for the Green Party or the Libertarian Party, they would win. Because more people don't vote than people that do. Like literally, this would be just a complete game changer. And so, when it boils down to it, guys, really, and plus on top of that, you make it very well known that you vote. People work hard to talk to you. They call you. They want to know what you have to say. What are you interested in? That's another thing. Make your voice heard. You make your voice heard with voting, but when you vote, they actually want to talk to you before the election. If you don't vote, you never vote. No one cares what you have to say. You can go on YouTube, talk about Orange Man bad. Harris is a dimwit. She's a dingbat. You could say all this and that. Nobody effing cares. Nobody important. You don't vote. You're not active. But look, I know you're not a stupid person. If you don't like Trump or Harris, if you don't like Republicans or Democrats, I don't think you're a stupid person. But what I will say is not voting at all is the wrong choice. It's the wrong choice because you still have the vote. Number one, it changes your local elections. Number two, it makes politicians care about what you have to say more. And number three, if everyone did it, you'd really see some serious changes in this country, the changes you want. If you're an independent, if you're a person that doesn't like Republicans or Democrats. Guys, just not voting means that you didn't even participate at all. You checked out. So now all the laws that they give you, you just took it. Here's the next thing. Let's say there's a bill that finally comes up that you care about. What's going to happen? You're going to call, they put up the bill, tear down your neighborhood bill. They're going to tear it down, pay you $1 for your house, kick you out, send you to an insane asylum. You'd be like, that bill's horrible. I have rights. You can't do that. You're going to call up your local senator and you're going to say, hey, whoa, pump the brakes on that bill. And you know what he's going to ask? It's not going to be him or her. It's going to be their secretary. You know what they're going to ask? What zip code do you live in? Well, I live in this. Did you vote? And if you say no, you'll be like, F off. Get out of here. Get off the phone. Stop wasting my time. And if you did not vote and you say you vote because you think you're going to game the system and lie to them, it ain't going to work. They got the register. They'll just pull up your name. They'll be like, yeah, he's a registered voter, but who cares? He or she never exercises it. Who cares? I don't care what a non-voter thinks. Guys, that's the facts. That is the fact. Now, let's say you talk to your senator, okay? But now the real meat and potatoes, you call up your mayor. You gonna fight this or what, Mayor such and such? Where do you live? Well, I live over here. Okay. Did you vote? Your little mayor cares too. You live in a town of 50 people. And you call your mayor. That's what they're going to ask. If you did not vote, they do not care. And look, I get it because last time I went and voted, it was like a complete waste of time. There was literally 20 uncontested candidates for various small town seats. There was no one even running against them. So I just went down and put check marks. I mean, the people who even ran the voting booth laughed. They're like, oh, you actually showed up, huh? I'm like, you're damn right. I came to early vote. Give me my ballot. And they're like, all right. And I went through and there was no choice. Everyone was running uncontested. It's a joke. But I still did it. Because to me, it's very important. And it should be important to you. So that's my rant about it. When it comes to the world of politics, if you don't vote, shut up. Your opinion means nothing to anyone. Nobody cares. And I'm sorry if you don't vote and you're just like, geez, John. Geez, Johnny, what the heck, man? I thought you were cool. I'm sorry, I am cool. I'm just telling you the fact that if you're not a voter, no one cares what you have to say about politics, because when it came time to make your voice heard, you didn't speak up. So why should we care? If I'm getting punched in the face, I'm getting beat up, and you're right there, and you didn't do anything, then I get up after I got beat up, and I was like, dang, guy, where were you? You could be like, oh, well, you know, I would have done something, but man, I'd be like, man, shut up. Really? Like, I don't need to hear it. You're a wimp. I get jumped, you're not going to do nothing. That's what that boils down to. Period. Like, it really is like that. I got the police here, so I need to set up my camera like that. So, yeah, I mean, I guess there's really not much else for me to say. I'm putting out a 15-minute rant. I got a window that, you know, I try to at least put out like 10 minutes, try to stay below 20. Unless I'm really just pumping out some small content. It is what it is. But all right, guys, you know the drill, what you got to do. You got to like and comment and subscribe. You got to share the message with your friends. And make sure to tell your friends, hey, you know, there's a bell button. You can tap that bell button and you get notifications. And let me ask you, have you tapped the bell button? I'm looking directly into your eyes. Have you? When was the last time you commented on one of my videos? When was the last time you pressed like? Huh? I'm busting balls. I'm having fun with you guys. Hey, I don't say I appreciate you enough, man. I do appreciate you, because, my numbers ain't bumping, but that's all right, because as long as I got 1 viewer, 2 viewers, I know I'm not just talking to myself. And really, I'm just thankful, guys. So thank you very much for paying attention. Thank you for giving me your time. Because you could be looking up, some of the heavy hitters in the world of podcasts. You could be looking up interesting people, but you're not. You're looking at me. You're hearing what I have to say. And I appreciate that. So thank you very much, guys. Talk to you later. Later.